Nsɛm deɛ ebi wɔ hɔ yie paa nsɛm bebree ɛna aba abɛka yɛn nsa wɔ nimdeɛ studio saa bere yi yɛn nsɛm no yɛmmɔnwura nsɛm no mu.
Afei nsɛm ni Ghana amamra constitution ɛyɛ no 1992 no wokɔ article 286 and after Public Office Declaration of Assets and Disqualifications Act 1998 550 no e kan pefe se wo bibia wo benya amambuo ana abamu dibre no eyen sekete se ansa ne di dibre no ema no ejapade a owo onyi ni na baako se quotation na won bod ni dawro emfa ntra mansan na no kra no oni kan fa nko audit service any auditor general na wo mu hwem no mu hunu se bia asemesi na obenten emra ye ma ni dibre yi o wasase ekapem se Elon Musk e wo Jupiter we yi ye dibre we hye ne nsa no epo half e ye ne dia nipa no wonka e bia asase a Ghana Terminal 3 airport no kra disu no e ye ne dia wo ma ye hunu e bia o garden wo wiem so ye ne kase ne Nebukadnezar wontro ne cars dodo a ye chicken pox o ma ye hunu ana sabi ne nsase se doso chen spiram se wa Ghana wonka na wa mani hunu na ye na sa asede yi mampani John Dramani Mahama wo beye mampani wadi so ama ansa no wo beye mampani ni mprenu so yi ejapade wo yina no nya abotra ma kratifo ne urabafo trotro ni na ama odiama audit service any auditor general Johnson akua mo asiedu na ye na mampani ade konanke nim se wo bekọ akoma wo mo na eja de urubafo agbamane se mampani de kọ wanya ne saa na emom wo fra nipa kakra ene nsamtrefo ne de urubafo se wo momra mehwe dia wo hwehwe de afiri na so afo ne mpanimfo no mato kese bu man no ene wase ase atwa sapane de ato wo se wo mu nsia na nka we nu nko betumi aye no kokoa mu se wo operation na se agiri ayeye na nso so bibinti anu ode aba petem se de be ya wo bia behunu na wo bia nso so ye swafo na so odidibre e wo na mamwo mu no wono so aye bie na wo gina kwan yi so e de ato wo bibia wabɔ ne diama ne dibre wo na mamwo mu se oni ni wo fitita bere ya kwasi match bosome de to so duasa baako 31st March wo 31st March ne bepa ho na wo dibre wa ban mu na wo japade a wo ansa ne didibre ne ma wo wonfa nkoma audit service and auditor general no ani wo asembo no po wo betepa na hwe kra wo dibre no ye beje free winsem.
I've just performed a simple but brief, very important act of presented my completed assets declaration forms to the Auditor General as required by Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution, Public Office Holders Declaration of Assets and Disqualifications Act 1998, Act 550. Ghana's assets declaration regime and its related activities have often been shrouded in secrecy, and only unless in special circumstances compliance is often difficult to measure. In times past, I would privately have presented these forms to the Auditor General in fulfillment of my statutory obligation. I've taken this step of presenting these forms publicly as a way of injecting some openness and transparency into the process of assets declaration. I've always maintained that while it is all well and good to punish corruption, a more effective way of addressing the canker is preventing it from occurring in the first place. I honestly believe that if properly curated and enforced, the assets declaration process can become a sustainable tool for tackling corruption.
Na yatene Kenya ya mampani John Dramani Mahama. Na salamat ku ko pentro ye peace fm ye sem tune ya man bo forward me din ase. Eno de man boy bai.
Ene na osoafo a ohwe enkitahodie ensam so de krata bi apiedwa na ose. Wanamammotu me so ahye pani a wo hwe akire se NCA Director General se Mama de anchi so kra wonyina mamra no se de wama wontumi section 24 Electronic Communication Act 2008 Act 775 no eso na sa radio stations amebeka nyina wontum Fire Group of Companies e osunyane womo e na Fire Radio eyi womo de Fire 90.1 megahertz eyi womo edia Isaac Consult Limited Watamale womo na Zar Radio eyi womo edia Abu Channel Media Group eno ewo adidome ya eno ewo framantemu Ochami Radio ewo bebieni afei Mumin Bono Foundation Techimai Omo ena Bono Champion Radio ayi omo edia Osikani Community FM eno wan gran kwanta saa stations nsia mabobo so yi osoafo hwe kita udie nsam so se yantu ni nyina mu ne se ntini se omo nyina adwuma no omo ye no omo bumra so omo license omo de ye adwuma na wu eno omo de eye adwuma eno nti sade act 775 no ese no se etiamra se obeye radio adwuma wa bra uni license ana utumi kata no ede ma wo no awuo eno eda nchene a osoafo yi asan ahye se esan boko mantifi do ho bambo ejina tuku ehwe mantam no so futu omde ema no nti wagina so se Guma FM station eno ewo boko no so yantum de nti o kan sa ne se Guma radio yi omo hwemu nyina kire se wo mo hihye takro jem ewo ho enti Guma FM station esese ne ya make se sabre kro matum eni se oye adwuma ebiom Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation eno this asmu atudwa no se de obonwuma ni nyina so obo obi akokọ se wo ya adwuma ya frequency ewuo anasa license ewu a onyanko renew ye no wo mu hu pe ombetum
na mrasebeja fo kwa asetena wo mu gu asetena ne so no na weja gba we mrasebejani onu abu Jerry Saib Ahmed epeja ne nsa so wa asem kana speaker friend no wo so na wo se na asem ne se ade bi kwaso e wo mai mutitru ne yakwantimpon so a aze ye nia firi so na we de wo twe ina ya dwuna tisi se eya asem hia pa ese eyetunwa na mwantisa ebekosoa de ohaw ene amane ebebe ya kwantimpon so wo se yensamso foot bridges ya ewo ya kwantimpon so se ebeboa ma womo a womnam kwan wo mpeso mu twa kwan mu free etifi kwa na afo no wo metumi afa so foot bridge ya wo ho nanso so o driver do be hu ne se enipa ne nam kwan nim na bra wosam ne se foot bridge na se pe no obi twa kwan mu wa onko fa so da mikei mala market kona kwwe na kwabra ne de bodia ne banse egu hui barom na wodi twa kwan mu adanya wo driver na wo gba ne gina na wonya abotre so osono pemfo na wo ntwem boko na yefe yaw na so wo twem na wontiatia break pa na obebo no so aben sadu obekchino na so vuvuzela de twa wada pa no ye na honorable Jerry Saib Ahmed say wobesre police adwumaku no na afi road safety authority say wo mu hwe pa na yanisu esanse ka bugba bonkrofo wo sa de we ho no ya boka yensamso ni nti say ye jani say ya enye say ya kwadworo se nipa bi nso so na aja wo mu boapaye ni dan bone say ensamso bridge no so still kwanwa no mu betwam just like that ya hwe ne enka ho na nti say bediewu.
We also need the collaboration with traffic authorities, and that's my final recommendation, that we must work closely with the Ghana Police Service and the National Road Safety Authority to monitor pedestrian behavior and ensure compliance. Traffic wardens stroke officers under the Youth Employment Agency, the YEA, and community police assistants should be stationed in high-risk areas to guide and educate pedestrians, particularly during peak hours. Mr. Speaker, we must remember that road safety is a shared responsibility. While the government continues to invest in infrastructure, it is equally important that we all take responsibility for our actions. The failure of pedestrians to use footbridges is not just an individual issue, but a societal one that impacts on the well-being of all Ghanaians. I humbly call on the Minister of Roads and Highways to take a critical look at the ongoing footbridge construction in my constituency at Tetebu.
Ya yatine kan aye wejagba we mrasebejani Jerry Saib Ahmed and what say na ota from mrasebejani honorable Vincent Ekowase Francis so edi before so say ebe hia paase ebe ma oman manon tete efa foot bridge no no mahu na de ban na ye use.
Some of these public awareness will have to be done for them to know that failure to obey these rules, these laws under the Road Safety Authority can lead to an offense that may be punishable whether by imprisonment or, if you like, a fine. In the absence of that, I do not see how we are going to deal with this issue. And so I am adding to the points that were made by the Honorable Jerry Ahmed that the municipal assemblies, the district assembly should take keen interest in dealing with this menace.
Honorable Vincent Ekowase for ye ota from Rasebejani ni atene ne no. Na asemkro ya ho ena esikado ketemra sebejani honorable Professor Grace Ayensu Dankwa edna no tumu bie no se dia ni nuanu mmra se bejafo aka ina no no mo ya adwene wono nso so ade sredie ni se contractors no aya wo mo engineers no eye foot bridge no obestrese na so mo ye foot bridge no a wo mo mfa mben bebia nipa fa wa ha ni akosi bridge no we tri obi amfa ho enu za no nipa ne befo asanso atwa kwansin asanso akoniti eye za no na ye o ha kwa nipa no na obi aman na we bas wo twemko.
Calling an expert to re-look at design, and I'm also calling an expert to re-look at construction, and that is why I'm making that specific statement. So if we re-look at design, I believe that will make the footbridges less complicated, so that one, the handicapped people will be able to access these footbridges. Two, that these footbridges will actually be in places where there's serious heavy traffic, so that people will not be forced to jaywalk. Mr. Speaker, I truly believe that there should be public education on jaywalking, but I also believe that sometimes design can also push maybe attitudes or attitudinal changes, so that we can use the design to change attitude. And that is what I'm talking about, Mr. Speaker.
Tini ni esikado ketamla sebejeni honorable professor Grace Ayensu Dankwa. Yamna sebejefia krache for Emmanuel Akoli any William Gentu ene German boy bye.
Ene osofo ohwe afisam eso onmonyamfo Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka eko posi atrankesie mu nkran ha eko kosra omo ene omo atwetwe nkomo sanse ono ene omo esoafo. Na ebra okoya ono omo atwetwe enkomo no ene obo posi adwuma no abaso se Omaye adwuma pa ama emraso die pepeye na asomdwe atena man mu na posifo no omo enede omo nkwa asi ho eboye nyina ye ho ban enti omo sa abasobo na ohwe omo bo se ebra ono ye omo so afo edie obegina wo machi pampe ahwe amanea posi zak posi hia bia no omo nsa aka se na be ye adwuma no omo betia eni ye afi wo se ene okọ police headquarters na e kire no pass police headquarters ni a kakane no anko nyini sanse ne de okoe no de nani koko hu ye said the police headquarters omasesa no echese obeka se free suru kwa na babesi form no nani age papa adwuma oman post adwuma no aye ebo inspector general of police Dr. George Ekufu Dampare ene ne police fo abaso pa se omaye adwuma den ama police animunyam abam.
I look forward to working closely with the police service to achieve its shared goals. To our gallant officers who put their lives on line day and night, I say, Ayiko, thank you very much for the dedication to duty and for your commitment to serving the people of Ghana. I am confident that this visit will provide a valuable opportunity for us to interact and discuss ways to make the Ghana Police Service better. I must commend all of you for the timely manner in which this program also happened, and I'm further assuring you that as your minister, I will say I have your back and I have your welfare at heart, and I will work tirelessly to ensure that the police become even more attractive to every citizen of our country.
Na Abraham Manuel Onmunyamfo Muntaka anyway etudwa no osan kan se eba no abefo nimdie ne ho adwuma no so a mampani John Dramani Mahama Riata so se obeta posifo no achi ama akade omuhia na omadwuma no watu no mpon no ode bema won.
In the area of infrastructure and technology, the government has planned to embark on emergency redevelopment projects for regional district offices and build modern offices and accommodation, particularly in the newly created regions. Revamp the police driving school in Kumasi, improve and expand the police hospital to cater for other security agencies, expand involvement in UN and AU peacekeeping operations, streamline its fund disbursement, and increase the security allowance for personnel who participate in those operations.